healers and health seekers. Look at that sky. This is what it's like out here today. It's incredible. It's really hot. So I'm watering my plants, and I'm also surveying the damage that the deer did. So they again ate all the tops off the asters. They did not eat the tiger lilies, weirdly, but they did eat some of the buds over here. They knocked over one of my plants, one of my containers. Like, what? They knocked it over, and they ate all the tops off of my tomatoes, and they actually ate all the tomatoes. They weren't even ripe. They just ate them. They ate the tops. My tomatoes are just cleared out. Like, they're just gone. So there was a bunch of tomatoes growing here, and the deer ate them all, and I'm kind of mad about that because they don't usually eat the actual tomatoes. They just eat the plants. Like, they just eat the flowers. I guess they must be like super hungry, but not cool. Look, here's another one they totally knocked over, and the pepper. Like, come on, guys. Usually they're really respectful. So I don't know why they're being jerks right now. This is like, it's not cool. So I'll have to fix all this. I'm really disappointed. Because, like, I was really excited about getting to eat those tomatoes. I didn't grow as many tomatoes this year, but I was still excited about them. I mean, I guess they just must be super hungry. But I'm a little irked about it because usually they're like super respectful and they don't knock stuff over, and I don't know. It's just a bummer that they would do this. So I was very sad to come out and see that this morning, that not only did they eat my tomatoes, but they the tomato tops, because they always eat the top. Well, they don't always, but they do eat the tops. But then they also ate the unripe tomatoes. And they trashed up the place too. So, like, come on. Knocking over pots. And why didn't they eat the sunflowers? They didn't eat the sunflowers. Anyway, I gotta do a bunch of cleanup out here, but it's like gonna be 100 degrees today, so just gotta get things watered before it gets crazy hot. I don't know who that is, but they have an interesting call. It might be one of the mockingbirds. Uh-oh, my hose kinked. Okay, I gotta put the phone down. So, I've got purslane growing in here now, I think. Lemon balm. And somebody knocked over the sunflowers, so I'm gonna have to trim those. Anyway, I got a lot of cleaning up to do, but the cilantro is going to seed, which is cool. Or it's going to flower. Hopefully it'll seed soon. The cilantro on front is going to seed, which is cool. I'm going to harvest all those seeds. Because that's coriander. That's coriander seed. Just watering everything right now. Rosemary's looking a little bit. Like it's getting tangly. What's going on, Rosemary? What are you doing down here? Anyway, the chives are going strong no matter what. I don't know if that's one of the flickers or one of the jays or what. Because I saw the flicker out there. I thinned out my mint drastically because I took a bunch of it into dry. And it's like, here's some purslane for sure. Oh, that's actually purslane, yeah. Which is a wild food, which is good to eat. So I'm going to eat it when it grows. But I thinned out the mint a lot. I picked a bunch of it to take it into dry for tea and for, use throughout the year if we want to have mint tea. And it just looks a little bit sad because it's, especially this one, it's just like, where did it all go? I feel bad. I didn't realize that my plants needed water this badly. I'm usually better about watering, but it's been raining a lot. So I was like, oh, they're okay, but I should have been out here yesterday for sure. And I weren't. So hopefully everybody perks back up after they've had a good drink. The lamb's quarters are growing quite tall. See, the deer ate a little bit of lamb's quarters. I don't know why they don't eat more of these. The sage still looks incredible because it can handle all kinds of conditions. The lemon balm and Okay, I did my bird app ID, the sound ID, the Merlin bird ID. And, oh, hello. Oh, that's the turkey vulture. Oh, look at him. Oh, gorgeous. Ah. Oh, I love him. Oh, there's another one. Hey, friend. So cool. Oh my goodness. I just dropped the hose and here's the mockingbird again. Oh my gosh, the birds out here are amazing. So I did the Merlin bird ID, and it was a pileated woodpecker. That's the red-headed woodpecker. It looks like Woody Woodpecker. That's who was making all that ruckus. There were two of them, and I could see, it's interesting because I could actually see them through the trees. And there's the smaller woodpecker. Sometimes I forget the names of which are which. See, when I'm standing over here watering, I gotta see all the birds. Okay, so let's pick up my hose. It's just laying here, spewing water out. Because I dropped it for the turkey vultures. Oh my gosh, that was a treat. So, yeah, so it was the pileated woodpecker. The thyme looks good. Look at this dandelion. I better juice some of this. It's huge. This lettuce is all going to seed. I'm just gonna let it just go to seed. The basil's going to seed. Oh, sorry, little katydid. Sorry, buddy. Just watering. Isn't that pretty, though? The flowers. It's so pretty when it goes to seed because it builds up these little... Okay, here. Yeah, I need 2 hands. So it builds up these little flowers like that. Oops. Flowers like that. And then they turn into the flowers. So cool. You can see this basil has done it too. Oh, everybody's going to seed. Everybody's going to seed because it's hot, 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 hot. Makes everybody go to seed. Thought we'd come up here on the deck and give the trees a water. Apple trees are looking good. Apple trees are very, like, they seem pretty durable, you know. They can go through a lot and just keep on trucking. Which is awesome. Sorry. Calamansi here. Give it a good drink. And the lemon tree. Look at those. Those are getting bigger. They're growing and growing. It looks like all the ones on here are gone. Oh no, there's one. There's one there. But I thought there were more on this branch. And there's not. But this branch has a lot of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7 back there. And this one has 1. So that's 8. So I've got 8 little lemons. I hope no critters like these. That's why I keep them up here, but that doesn't mean like raccoons and stuff won't come up here, so I don't know. This is the difficult part of backing to woods. Is like you love the forest creatures. You want to see them. But then they come and eat your garden. And you're in an HOA, somebody else's HOA and somebody else's house. And so you can't build a big old tall fence because you're in a sort of a temporary but not temporary place. It's tricky. A deer fence has to be 8 feet high because they can jump. They can jump really high. So it's kind of impossible. But look at this thyme. I've been picking it like crazy and it just keeps growing and growing and growing. I haven't picked the other one as much just because it hasn't been growing as much, but I think maybe I will. That was the mockingbird you just heard. That's the flicker. That's pretty cool. So here's something that happens with these bags that annoys me. Over time, they kind of just lose their shape and then they fold in on themselves. And that can kind of mess with the plants too. That kind of irks me. Oh, I hear the hawk too. See the woodpecker up there, but it's a little pinch. I've been seeing the baby owl fly by, but it's always at night, so, or at like dusk. Oh, hey, little goldfinch. Okay, you know what's really hard is trying to take a video and watering your plants at the same time. Like, that's kind of ridiculous of me to have tried to do, because it did not work out real well. But it smells nice out here. It's all, if I'm in the shade like this, it's all breezy and nice. It's very hot. If I step into the sun, I'm like, ooh, it's hot. Like, one thing I've noticed this year that's different to other years is that, like, things are just eating my plants almost before I can get to them. It's crazy. And that's been quite difficult. Insects, deer. It just kind of, it's a little upsetting. It's a little depressing, because it's like, well, this is kind of not working out real well with the deer, especially because, I mean, I can deal with the insects because sometimes I can get to the kale before the insects do, and it's not such a big deal. But when the deer eat everything, like plow down all of my tomatoes and eat all of the tomatoes that were ripening, and they weren't even ripe yet, but the deer just came through and just ate them, and then like knocked stuff over, and I don't know, I'm just like, that's kind of irritating. Like, why? You know, usually they're pretty respectful, but not this time. Oh wow, I was just coming over here. Look at this big floofy feather that I found. I wonder who it's from. I collect all the feathers that the birds leave for me. It's so floofy and big and spotted. Could this be from the owl? Oh my god. Owls have floofy, spotted, big feathers. And there are owls back there. Oh, that would be amazing. That means the owl's been in the garden. It's just coming over here to right the plants that the deer knocked over rudely. Look at this. And this one. So not cool. That's my pepper. Oh no, and they broke it. No! No, 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 no. Will it still ripen? I'm gonna leave it out in the sun and pray that it ripens. Oh my god. Well, I'm mad. This makes me just mad. Why would you guys do this, you assholes? Well, I guess maybe I should just switch the tomatoes and the peppers places, so, because if they're gonna eat the tomatoes anyway, I might as well put them on the outside. What jerks. I usually love and respect the deer, but right now I'm just kind of angry at them. Because they're usually really respectful, but they weren't this time, and that's just irritating. Well, I didn't mean to end this on a sad note, but I just I'm just feeling a little down today. I guess not every day in the garden is a delight. Sometimes it's just sad because all your work and all the stuff you're trying to do for your family and, you know, grow for yourself just gets decimated and eaten. I know that they're just trying to survive. It's their species trying to survive and do what they have to do because humans have completely infringed upon their food supply. Oh, you're so gorgeous. Oh, come back. Please come back. But I guess that's the way it is today. It is what it is. I was also already kind of having a crappy day, so. But you know how you go in your garden when you're having a crappy day and your garden cheers you up? It's supposed to. Today just made me a little bit sad.